Hey Stalnscan, Michael back here again with another profile. This time I'm actually profiling Salad. Let me flip these around so you guys can see them a little bit better. Different camera angle this time, as you can see. You get to see this beautiful shirt I have on. But I decided to update Salad. I've actually been liking this deck quite a bit. I do think it's quite fun to play. And let's just get into the profile. So we got the Triple Flame Buffalo. This card is basically when it's sent to the graveyard, you can discard a Salad to draw two. Very solid card. Probably my favorite normal summon in the deck. And I do think it probably is the best. Second best, though, is probably the third best, honestly, is Debug. Debug might as well just say Fetch Gazelle or Fetch Spinny. But basically, when it's normal summoned, you can add any level 3 or lower Cypress monster. No more special. Not bad. Yeah, these are like your... You have like 7 normal summons of the deck, basically. I do want to cut this down to 2 to make it 6, but... I will decide later what to cut. Double Foxy, you can excavate the top 3, and you can pick one of the excavated summon good cards and add it to your hand. Very solid card. Double Jaguar. Jaguar can basically it recycles your cards while putting a body on board. Very solid card. It shuffles a summon good card back into the deck to summon itself out while you control a Saddle Link monster. Double Spinny. Spinny can discard itself to make a Salad monster. While you control a Salad Link monster, make a Cypress monster. Gain 500 attack. And if it's in the graveyard, while you control a Summon Link monster, I believe it can summon itself out. Let me double check the Link monster clause. A Summon Great monster other than Spinny. So yes. Got the one of Gazelle. That's because Gazelle's great. He's a foolish barrier for the deck that can special summon himself out. Got Foul. Foul can summon itself out from the hand if you normal or special summon a Solomon monster. Very good. Falco. I don't like Falco that much, but he is kind of necessary to play in the deck. I don't even remember his effect off the top of my head. One moment. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can target a Solomon Great Spell Trap in the graveyard. Set that target to the field, and if this card is in your graveyard, you can target a Solomon Great monster you control, bounce it, and then summon this card out. So, it's alright. One more. As long as you Link summon this turn, you can summon this guy out. He's very good, and I think has a Pot Avarice effect, actually. Sorry, you can banish this card from your graveyard, take out 5 Solomon good cards in your graveyard, so there's an anti-deck type. Yeah, he's a Pot of Avarice and a free body on board. He's amazing, honestly. I put my stuff over here. And the one of Prohibit Snake. Basically, Prohibit Snake is out to Dragoon. Very solid card, and you can actually out any problematic monster, honestly. Triple Ash, everyone knows what Ash does. It's probably the best hand trap in this deck because it can recycle. You can recycle it. Just no. Triple Pot of Greed, basically. In this deck, it feels like Pot of Greed. This deck and Thunder Dragon, it just felt like Pot of Greed. It just felt so plus when it resolved because you didn't really care what you banished. Because you usually grab the field spell before you like yeehaw this card. Triple Sign Up Mining, even more copies of Gazelle, basically. Or this can also be searching like a Flame Buffalo if you already opened Gazelle. I tend to search. Just a very good card. Double Will, Monster Reborn, or a Soul Charge if you need it. The Soul Charge effect does come up when you want to go for game and you need to start lane climbing like crazy. It's very good. Little tech I got from watching Distant Coder stream is Book of Moon. Book of Moon is great for forcing out negates as well as just making extra interruptions on board, like setting it. This is a control deck after all, so it is very, very strong in this deck. Move this over. Got the one circle, my favorite card in the deck. I don't know why, I just like this card a lot. It's Rhoda for the deck. Rhoda for Salad, it's just great. And then the Sanctuary, which has your relink. Onto our traps, we have Triple Strike. Strike is probably the best trap card in the format, in my opinion. It is just very, very solid. That's being able to negate stuff for only 1,500 life points. Basically, our other strike almost in the deck is Roar, just Omni Negate, which can reset itself when you relink. And then Rage, which is a double pop. I do prefer Rage over Roar, because I usually tend to open Strike, because I'm just that good. We have the Abyss Dweller. I don't play Parallel XC, but you can sometimes make the Dweller. You can definitely cut this if you'd like. Lingeribo, so you can negate traps. If I find an extra body on board, like sometimes I end on like Wolf plus what's his name? Any Salamangreat monster. We'll say any Salamangreat monster. You can just turn this into a Linguribow so you don't get, like, trapped. Triple Balinks, just so we can constantly have protection up, and it also helps link off your Salad monsters when you don't want them on board. Update Jammer if you're going for OTKs. Splash Mage to help you either just rebuild boards or to help you OTK. The obvious Triple Wolf. I think some people would play 2. I don't see the point of playing 2. You need 3. Double Transcode. This is kind of iffy. You can cut one of these for Firewall if you'd like. Firewall's actually quite nice in this deck because the arrows match up with Wolf. But basically, this kind of summon cards back. I've gone into, like, Transcode just to bring back a Wolf and then relink the Wolf. So I can, like, re-get back a trap card so I have a very protected Wolf. Double Heatleo, just for helping to go for OTKs. And the Access Code. Can't wait for him to get reprinted. I think he definitely deserves it. Being able to blow up your board and go for OTKs is crazy. I do have a side deck this time. Something really special, except for one small tech. Playing IO. IO is amazing. This deck isn't super spell reliant, so yeah. Good reboot for other monkey decks. My little tech, I side out Strike. If I'm going against Striketron, I'm putting in Transmog Prophecy. Transmog Prophecy is cracked. It just shuffles back 2 cards from the graveyard. It's amazing. It was good, also good against Orcust when Orcust was the best deck, as it should be. Double Cyclone, Double Twister for back row removal. Just a very, very good card. Very good card system. Out back row, out Mystic Mine, out Monkey decks. Contact C. I think some people are starting to play this more. Basically, it lets you just lock them out of certain types of summoning mechanics. But if they don't use this, this sucks against Virtual World. I will say that much because they can just make a rank 6, or they can just make a level 9 synchro. And it's really good against Dragon Link though. I think Gromless requires 2 dragons, so yeah, they have to like go into like a worse Link too, and they have to like make worse plays around this card. Lancia, I mean, it's great against Invoked, great against Eldritch. What can I say? And then Droll, because Droll hits everything this format, and just, why not? So, that was the deck profile. I hope you all did indeed enjoy, and Jerry will be posting another deck profile very, very soon about Dino, so y'all better go ahead and watch that shit right the fuck away. This is Michael. I'll be seeing you all later. Goodbye.